Hello and welcome back to Sunprairie Early Learning. Today's episode of Back to Basics is all about going back to the beginning, setting up routines and schedules. In this time of crisis, everything has sort of been sent into the blender and we don't really have a lot of routines and schedules that have been established around distance learning. Our kiddos have become accustomed to a school routine. They know when they walk into the classroom, they know what they're supposed to do. They put their folders away, they hang up their jackets and their backpacks, but now a lot of those routines are missing. And in order to give our kids a little bit more grounding in this time of uncertainty for them, it's really important that we give them some routines. As adults, we rely very heavily on what our schedules are. And I know as a teacher and as the 4K director, it's really hard for me to get into the groove of things without setting up a schedule for myself. I'm so used to using my devices, my smartphone, my iPad, my Google Calendar to tell me where I need to be, when I need to be there. And now there's less on the calendar. So for me, I'm having to reestablish what my routines and my schedules look like. We need to do the same for our youngest learners as well. So at home, I wanted to share with you just some important things about putting together a schedule for your kids. It doesn't have to look like this. My husband works out of the house, so I raided his home office and found a whiteboard. My daughter designed this for me because she didn't like the pictures that I drew the first time I tried to make this video. But a schedule like this that's just posted somewhere in your house, on the refrigerator, the bathroom mirror, will give kids an opportunity to know what their day is supposed to look like. So every morning you may want your child to make their bed. It doesn't have to look like a professionally made bed. It's all about the routine that when they wake up, they pull their covers up, they come down, they have breakfast, that they brush their teeth, and then maybe it's learning and playtime. Your 4K teachers have been putting together a lot of distance videos and packets for you to be working on at home, so that may fill up some time after they have brushed their teeth. And then we want kids to go outside as much as possible. You can add things to this schedule. This was just sort of what I wanted to point out in this is that you have a visual representation of what those things are. That the kids don't have to be able to read this time in the year. They all should be able to tell you what the beginning sounds sound like, but they will use these visual cues to let them know what comes next and what they should be doing. This is something that they're familiar with from the 4K classroom. Everyone in our 4K classrooms has a visual schedule so that they know that when they get to school, they hang up their backpacks and their coats, and then they come in and they might do a morning meeting, a story time, have phonics or Milo Minute. All of those things are represented in a visual schedule. This is just an opportunity for you to take a visual schedule to your home so that your kids can start to have an understanding of what their routines are going to be during this distance learning time. I hope this video finds you well, and we will see you next time. Take care.